Xin chào các bạn đến với vlog tiếp theo của Yêu Máy Bay. Và hiện tại thì Travip đang có mặt bên trong tổng hành dinh của hãng không giá rẻ AirAsia tại sân bay Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Và ngay tại lúc này đây thì là AirAsia có một sự kiện rất là thú vị, đó là giới thiệu thực đơn mới của mình trên các chuyến bay. Và hãy cùng theo dõi vlog để xem có những món mới gì ở trong menu của AirAsia nhé. Yes, I want to have ask you like two questions.
Yeah.
About like the food and about your expansion. Last year I flew about like 20 flights on AirAsia, and you know what I love the most is the Vietnamese food on the menu. Is the Vietnamese baguette, the bánh mì. And you know, on today's flight I intended to order it to take a photo, but actually in the new menu there's no like Vietnamese baguette. And that hurts me a lot.
Okay.
But still,
gonna be fired tomorrow.
Okay. But I'm still happy that you still have the Vietnamese iced coffee in the menu.
Okay. Yeah. That's
so my question is like, do you plan to bring back the Vietnamese food on the menu, and how long, how frequent will you update the menu?
Okay. Dying to answer.
Okay.
Because she's dying to whack me.
Okay.
So sweet. So the challenge was, number one, if we try, it's so hard in Asia because there's so much great food, right?
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do, because we don't have a lot of time, it's all about efficiency. When you go to McDonald's, and I'm not saying we're McDonald's by the way, you generally know what you're going to eat, right? You generally know. When you go to a Vietnamese noodle shop, you know what you're going to order. You don't have to look at the menu, right? Unless you're Australian or Malaysian, then you know what you're going to order. So the first thing is to just simplify the menu so everyone knows what's on there. Then we're going to have some specific dishes for others. Obviously, we're trying to start an airline in Vietnam, so Vietnamese baguette will come back without a doubt. Okay, but it's tough for her because as we have more countries, you know, the menu keeps getting bigger. The other thing is that it's so hard to know what people want on the day. We try and get people to pre-order as much as possible. And pre-ordering is a way that could help Catherine in having a few more. One of the things is we don't want to waste the food. So we had wastage of about 22%, right, where we just throw away the food, and I think that's horrific without green environmental things. So first thing is to cut down. We take your feedback. We'll also have, for certain flights, some specific dishes for that flight as well, right? And as popularity grows, I don't really want to change your menu that often because we want you to get used to what you do. I mean, Catherine has time to change it every day if they had a choice, right? Because they're under pressure from lots of great food and lots of great ideas. But I'd like it to become, you kind of know what you're going to get, right? That it would be. So it's going to be tough, but we'll find a way. And definitely anyway, if we open AirAsia Vietnam, we'll have to have it anyway. So we take your point, and thank you for flying 20 odd times.
Yes. Well, I heard that like you are planning to open a low-cost carrier in Vietnam, and how is it going on? Okay. And like, do you think it's a big challenge to expansion in Vietnam? Because now you see like the domestic market of Vietnam is quite busy, and you know like the route between like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City is one of the busiest route in the world. So do you think it's a big challenge for you in compete with some like Vietjet?
Look, we're about creating through creating markets, creating new business. Not disruption, not taking other people's business, right? You look at how many Malaysians are going to Ho Chi Minh City. That didn't happen before AirAsia, right? You think how many times you traveled before AirAsia or other low-cost carriers, right? What does AirAsia bring? AirAsia brings a huge network to Vietnam. If you look at our network, we fly everywhere. Right? Australians can now come to Vietnam at affordable prices. But we also give the Vietnamese public another choice, right? So if you look at our routes, 60% of our routes are routes that were never done before. If you look at our menu, no one ever did what we've done before, right? So I'm about creating markets, creating new businesses, not stealing market share. That's not what we're about. And we believe Asia is at the beginning of a huge, long growth. As we get richer, as the middle class grows, as we discover new destinations, like we flew to Sihanoukville. No one is flying to Sihanoukville, right? You know, when I started AirAsia, it took us 7 years to get a flight between Kuala Lumpur and Singapore. 7 years. It has gone up by 4 times. And you try and get a seat on AirAsia, you can't. I can't. I had to fly on Singapore Airlines the other day. Horrifically embarrassing, you know? Of course, I wore my cap, everything there. You know, like I can't get a seat before you ask me, everybody.
Thời lượng dành cho vlog đến đây đã hết. Các bạn đừng quên nhấn subscribe vào kênh của Yêu Máy Bay và like fanpage của chúng tôi trên Facebook để cập nhật được những thông tin mới nhất và thú vị nhất. Còn bây giờ thì xin chào tạm biệt các bạn.